Okay, so I'm gonna let you all know ahead of time on this one. There's not gonna be a lot of like actual footage in this one, so if you want to like go do something else, I'll tell you when the actual footage comes on. But in this video, I want to talk about New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. On New Year's Eve, for my class, we went to first thing we did, went to a sports bar to watch the Premier League games. So it was a Saturday. And in England, they have a thing called It's Soccer Saturday. I'd seen clips of it here before in the US. I never actually watched it. But basically what it is it's like a bunch of guys at a desk and they like talk out to people who are at all the games, and they cover Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two, everything in England, all the professional sides at least. And you don't see any of the games, but like they tell you whenever anything happens in any of the games, they let you know. Again, they'll show highlights at the end, but you don't actually see any of the games during that day, which understandably, a lot of people that in my group weren't happy about that we couldn't watch any of the games, and I understand that. But for me, I really enjoyed it because I've seen clips of this show a lot because they're really the show can be very funny at times with the personalities that they have. So it was really cool for me to finally be able to see it like in a live setting. But again, I understand a lot of people in my class weren't exactly happy about it. One of our people in my class was like asking people why this show was a thing, and they said it's mainly to get fans to actually go to the games instead of watching them at home. The bigger clubs like Man U, Arsenal, Chelsea, they don't really need they don't like really need the revenue from ticket sales because they're so big. So this makes people go to those smaller clubs that need it. This makes them go because the only way you can actually see the game live is to physically go to it. And I get that, but it was sad, but it was kind of funny. We were there for, we were there for probably 4 or 5 hours, and the actual night game was going to come on, which was Liverpool versus Manchester City. And that was actually on TV because it was like the only game on, it was the night game. And for that, the sports bar that we were at, most of the class left except for me and a couple of the guys. We stayed, and like everyone, like the bar, the place we were at, like the room we were in, went from like maybe 15 people in it to probably 60, 70 maybe. Like they were just pulling in chairs and people standing room only. It was insane. It was a very pro Liverpool crowd, which they won. Liverpool won 1-0, and the goal that was scored was insane to see, like in a room with a bunch of people that like the team. So that was cool. Also talked to a guy from Norway, so that was pretty cool. He was a big Liverpool fan. Him and his wife were in London for a 2-week holiday from Norway, so that was cool. After that, we went out for New Year's, and in London they have a big fireworks show. If you live in Louisville, it's kind of like Thunder of Louisville, kind of big. The whole city goes. It's on the river. They put like the fireworks barges in the river. They put fireworks on the London Eye. It was really cool. It was really cool. Unfortunately, we didn't. The actual like show downtown was ticketed, so we didn't go to that. But we went to a park that was pretty close, and we could see like probably the top 60% of it. So if you're just listening to this now, you can come back now because I'm gonna show the footage of the fireworks real quick. So here you can see the fireworks, see what they look like. Okay, so after the fireworks, me and a few friends, we ended up going to a nightclub kind of thing for New Year's, like to actually like go to afterwards. To which we were there from probably about 1 to 4 in the morning. That was fun. They said normally during the week, the place that we went is normally like a karaoke bar, and it's just like on the ground floor. But when we were there, the bottom floor was the karaoke bar. There was a second floor that was kind of like a rave kind of dance floor kind of feel. And at the top, since it was an Italian like restaurant during the day, it was like an Italian kind of dancey kind of thing. It was really cool. Just on the side. According to the Daily Mail, so I'll take that for what it is. Apparently the royals have gone to this, like Prince Harry has gone to this bar like multiple times, so that was kind of cool. We didn't know that, but again, it's the Daily Mail, so take that for what it is. New Year's Day, we went back to the same bar again as a class, and we watched all the NFL games, which understandably there were not hardly as many people remotely close to what it was before for soccer, but it was cool, still cool to see the NFL games. I had Red Zone, so that's what we watched for the majority of the time. So again, it was kind of cool to see. Again, I didn't film a lot on these days because honestly, I didn't think it was that much to film. We were just sitting in a bar for a while, so there wasn't really much to do. So that's me to the end of this video. The next video is where we go to a Fulham FC match. And this was a big deal for me. It was an actual soccer game, and see you for the Fulham game in the next video later today.